All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome back. We are going to see what your message from Spirit is today. All right. Shout out to all of my subscribers and especially my members. Thank you all for your love and support. If you are interested in joining the channel, the join button is below and it has all of the information. If you do have any questions, please email me. That is also in the description box below. And I am grateful for every single one of you for being here. All right. So we're going to get into it here and see what your message is. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest. Not every reading will resonate at least 100%, and that is okay. All right. Spirit, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what do you have for the collective today? What is the energy? What is the message? Okay. All right. So we've got platonic passion. You didn't see it coming, but your heart is waking up to something deeper. The line between friend and lover is starting to get blurry. All right. So there could be someone out there that you have a friendship with that you feel is just a friend, right? But you started feeling other things for. Okay. And I feel like it could be on both sides as well. All right. But we'll get some more info about that. All right. So we've got done settling. You're no longer lowering the bar to make love fit. If it's not meeting your standards and at your level, it's not meant for you. Okay. So maybe, you've had some, dealings with people in the past. Maybe you have been, burned before, with different experiences with other people. You've learned multiple lessons. Some of them have been, lessons that kind of were over and over again until finally you have, healed and you have learned those lessons. And for some of you out there, maybe you have settled in the past. Maybe you thought that, this person's just good enough. I'll probably never find someone better. I'll just deal with, what kind of, BS they're handing me, because it's not as bad. It's almost like the devil is better than the devil you don't know. Right? Because, I've been with this person for however long. Yes, they act like this, they talk like this, they treat me like this, whatever applies. And it's like, well, I've dealt with it this long, it's fine. I'm fine. It's that whole thing, right? So I feel like you're done with that. Okay. There's something inside of you that's telling you that is not the way to live your life, that you need to put yourself first sometimes, or at least, a lot of the time. Okay. And that, because a lot of us tend to put other people ahead of us. So whether it's where you are trying to put yourself in front of other people, at least just some of the time, or if you are wanting to put yourself first all the time, either way, whatever works for you, wherever you are on that timeline of healing, you're done settling. Okay. You're in your power. You could be having a glow up. You could be getting that boost of confidence. Okay. And, Spirit is also saying that love is love. Okay. So love transcends labels, gender, and expectations. Let your heart feel without fear or apology. Okay. So, it could be a, platonic connection, where it's the same gender. It could be, anything, right? Whatever you resonate with, have at it, right? I mean, so Spirit is basically saying that whatever love is to you, it doesn't have to have a certain label. Okay. It could be something unconventional. It could be that, you want, an unconventional relationship where you don't actually want to get married. You don't want to have that piece of paper and things like that, where you're, things are, set in stone, and it's, with the government and whatever. Maybe you just want, to be committed to one another, but not with that label, right? It could be anything. So just take it as it resonates. But, or you could be completely and utterly, conventional, and you want to go, to the church and with your white dress or suit, gosh, I'm trying to remember the like tuxedo, right? And you want all friends and family there. You want the white picket fence with children and, all of that. Whatever resonates for you, I'm hearing all of it, right? Love is love. Okay. And so you're done settling. And it looks like there's something to do with a platonic connection that might be more than what you thought it was. All right. So either you or someone else, it could be possibly this other person in this platonic connection, could be walking away from someone. All right. So it says walking away isn't failing, it's choosing yourself, which is exactly what this done settling is about. When the path no longer serves you, it's time to move on. And that is so true. Okay. It's basically cutting out what no longer serves you. It is choosing yourself, like the card indicates. It is talking about putting yourself first, instead of putting others and their feelings and their wants and desires above yours. Okay. Because, a lot of people out there put themselves dead last. So there is no cooperation. There is no giving, equally or anything like that, where, you have that equal give and take and you feel like things are fair. And so, this could be something where you've been dealing with one-sided relationships for a long time. Okay. And, because a lot of times when people realize that you're willing to put yourself last, they will take advantage of it. Believe me. And it's unfortunate, but people do that. Yeah. All right, Spirit. What can you tell us? Who is this platonic passion about? It's with the collective. Who is this person? How will we know who this is? Now, you might have someone in mind already, but we'll see. All right, what do we got here? Okay. All right, so we've got Justice. Okay, so the first card out is Justice. Could be a Libra, someone with Libra in their chart. It could be someone looking for more balance in their life, someone who wants to give you an equal give and take, or someone who you feel is on equal footing with you. Okay, someone that you feel is maybe at your level, whether that is spiritually or emotionally or stability wise. It could be anything. It could be, everything, whatever you resonate with. Okay. Now with Justice, it is possible, especially if this person is the one walking away potentially from someone else. They could be going through a divorce is what I'm hearing. Okay. So take that as it resonates as well. Okay. What else do you have to tell us about this person in this platonic passion with the collective spirit? Who is this person? How will they know who it is? So I feel like this person is someone that you have not had an actual relationship with yet. Okay. It could be a friend, obviously platonic. It could be a coworker. It could be a friend of a friend, something like that. Okay. But this person, they could be a Sagittarius or have Sag in their chart. This person wants to have an, like equal give and take with you. I feel like they feel like you both balance each other out. Okay, so we have two cards here of balance. And not only that, I'm feeling with both Justice and Temperance here that this person is looking for more balance just in their life in general. So I feel like this person has maybe had one of those types of connections or relationships that they're walking away from that was more one-sided. Okay, where they weren't valued. They didn't have an equal give and take with whoever it was. That person could have taken advantage of them in one way or another. This person could live at a distance from you, at least a little bit of a distance. If not, I mean, that's okay. But either way, this person I feel wants to move things forward with you. Okay. Whether you know that or not, you might intuitively have that type of that knowledge. Okay. I feel like this person is going through heartbreak though. So whether you know that or not about this person I feel is heartbroken here because of whatever situation they're dealing with. I feel like they're, like I said, they could be going through a divorce. They could be going through something here where they're leaving another relationship behind, and they're really looking toward, moving forward here with the Chariot. They want to move their life forward, and they want to move their life forward in a more healthy way, is what I'm hearing. Okay. So yeah, what else can you tell us about this person, this platonic passion person that's in the collective's energy? How will they know who this is? Okay. All right. So we've got the Nine of Pentacles. So they could already, be separated from this person, whoever they're dealing with. And that's if they're even going through something here. So they might not even, whether they're going through something or not, you just take it as it resonates, because it won't be, that everybody's, platonic person is going through a divorce or a separation. They could just be single. Okay. But no matter what they're going through or not, this person is saying that they are independent, they are single. Okay. And they're okay with that. This person is working on stability and security. They could be starting a new job, or starting a business here. They could have been having a glow up recently. And I feel with the Nine of Pentacles, I always feel like it's one step away, it's one pentacle away from the Ten of Pentacles. So this person is really working on that sense of stability and security. Okay. And so, yeah, they're definitely not in a commitment right now. Okay, we do have the King of Pentacles. Male or female, doesn't matter the gender. Again, it's someone who could be high up in their job or career, or they're moving that way. It could be someone who really prioritizes, giving that sense of stability and security to their loved ones. Okay. If it is a male figure, it could be, a father figure. If it's a female, it could be a mother figure. A lot of times they're head of the household. Okay. Like I said, male or female, doesn't matter the gender. Okay. What else about this person? Anything else that we want to know about this person, Spirit? Anything else? So this could be you. This could be another person here. Now whoever this person is, they could be in the public eye. It could just be that they're very successful. Okay. For some of you out there, this person, they could like attention. Okay. That could be a thing. Hopefully it's not, connected to negative energy, but this person, they could be very successful at whatever they do, and that might be why they're in that King of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles energy. Okay. And we have the High Priestess. So I feel like this person is following their intuition. Okay. They've been getting intuitive nudges here that they need to leave the situation that they're in, if that's something that if they are walking away from something. Now, the thing is, walking away doesn't even have to be an actual person that they're walking away from. They could be walking away from a mindset. They could be walking away from patterns that, they've had to deal with as far as wounding. And that might have to do with this done settling. This person could have basically settled with certain types of things in their life. Just that, oh, well, that's just the way, it's going to be, that whole mindset. It could just be a negative mindset, even. It could be anything. So I feel like, maybe this person, like I said, even if you don't resonate with them leaving an actual person behind, like a relationship, it could be that it's a mindset. It could be something like that. And, if that's the case, this Three of Swords could be that this person is grieving, the life that they were living, because they know now that it was not serving them. Okay. It really was not serving them. And so, they've been living with imbalance for so long that, they just crave this sense of balance and this equal reciprocity. And unfortunately, they just haven't gotten it. And it could be just in connections in general, platonic or love type relationships, or it could be with anything, even within a family dynamic, like their parents or something. Could be work. Okay. But yeah, this person is trying to follow their intuition. And I feel like it's kind of taken this person quite a while, to do that. I'm hearing from spirit that this person, their guides and angels and ancestors have been trying to get this person to see this for a long time. And for some reason, they've been very stubborn. So what else about this person? Anything else, spirit? What else about this person? Okay, yeah. They're focusing on work here, and they're working on themselves is what I'm hearing. Okay, with the Eight of Pentacles. You might work with this person. Okay, so for a lot of you, it could be a coworker. But I also feel like work is something that's important to them. And I do feel like, they're working on themselves as well. Okay, on the bottom of the deck, we've got the Six of Cups. So, this is someone from your past that you've either known for, at least a little while. If you don't resonate with that, or even if you do, I feel like as well that this person could be, just looking and looking at their past and trying to learn from past experiences. But this could also be a past life connection as well for you, if you believe in past lives. Okay. So, yeah, like I said, this could be you, this could be someone else, but as far as the signs that we have out so far, we've got Libra, Sagittarius, Cancer, and Cancer again. So twice, two cards of Cancer. Okay. And we've got a significant amount of major arcana. So I feel like this person is wanting to make changes in their life, significant changes. We also have air energy, earth energy, fire, and we have water. So we've got all signs as well. Okay. Okay. So, Spirit, what can you tell us? What is this person? How does this person feel toward the collective? I'm going to shuffle one more time here. All right, Spirit. How does this person feel about the collective? How does this person feel about the collective, please? Okay. Okay, what do we got here? All right, so we've got the Knight of Cups. This person's got love for you. Okay, male or female, doesn't matter the gender. This person is coming in and I feel like this person's going to express their love to you. So if this is something platonic that maybe you can tell, you just intuitively know that there's something more between, the two of you. And, maybe you just haven't acted on things because, maybe it's frowned upon because you work together, or if you do resonate with, this person possibly, or you possibly walking away from another relationship, and you're like, no, we just can't talk about it. Right. So this person does want to come in and they want to make a love offer to you. Okay, so this person wants to come in, they want to express themselves. It is going to shock the pants off of you. Even though you might be thinking to yourself, I know that this person feels this way deep down. It's still going to be very shocking. This could be a long time coming for some of you. Okay, I feel like it might take a little bit before this person comes and does this. But for some of you, this could be a friend that you've had for a while. Okay. And so, yeah, this person, maybe you've been in this energy with them for a while. Anything else about how this person feels about the collective, Spirit? Okay. All right. So, yeah. So this person, they could be watching you. They could be getting more information, maybe from others, just to, I don't know how close this connection is to you. I don't know if this person knows all the ins and outs of your life, if this person knows if you're dating someone or not. Okay, for some of you, they might not know. Okay, it might be something that you just don't talk about because if they were in a connection, or maybe you were in a connection and you're the one that's needing to walk away or wanting to walk away, this person's not sure about what you have going on. Okay, so they're trying to figure things out. They do want to message you. Okay. And they want to send this, message of love. They do want to talk with you about this. I do feel like this person could be going through an awakening of some sort. Okay. But I also feel like this person knows that you are very, smart and intelligent as far as the decisions you make. I feel like this person also feels that, like I said, you are a very good decision maker, and you are going to do what's best for you. Okay, with judgment. Yeah, I feel like this person knows that you are very open-minded as well, and this person loves you again. So we started this off with love, and we're ending it with love. We started with the Knight of Cups, we're ending with the Ace of Cups. They want a new beginning in life, and they want it with you. This person has a lot of love for you. Okay? At the bottom of the deck, we've got Strength. This person has been holding back from you. This person has been holding their feelings back. So, and, it could be that there was something, like I said, in the way blocking this. So whether that was on your side or their side, this person, there was something blocking this. Hey, Sweetums. All right. As far as additional signs, I think, did we say we had all signs? I can't remember. Here we've got water, we've got Scorpio, Earth, air, Libra again, and Leo. Oh, and then fire. So I feel like we've got all signs. Okay. And then, like I said, Leo, Libra, and Scorpio. Okay. All right. All right. We are going to ask, so we already know their action is to come and make a love offer here to you. So whoever this is. All right. What is this person's intention, Spirit? Can you tell us this person's intention with the collective, please? What is this person's intention with the collective, please? Ooh. Sorry, hon. The cards just hit you. All right. So, yeah. Okay. So we've got the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, they're looking for balance here. Okay. Yeah, this person is looking for balance from, from connections. They're looking for, just in general in life. They're looking, like I said, we had Temperance that showed up as well. So this person is looking to balance things out. They're trying to figure out what exactly they should do. Okay. Because this person is, in that platonic, that almost like, and not just that friend zone, but I mean, in that friend energy. So they're trying to figure out how to say this, how to come your way. But this person knows that you're a soulmate. Okay. Whether it's a divine counterpart, whether it's, just a soulmate, whatever you resonate with. Yeah, you make this person extremely happy. And with the Sun, I feel like this person wants to illuminate these things to you. This person wants to, tell you how happy you make them. This person wants to tell you what they've been through with other people, and, basically what they've learned, the lessons they've learned from whatever they've gone through. Okay. So like I said, they're trying to figure this out, how to come your way. And I also feel like this person, they know that you might not receive them as well as they are hoping, is what I'm hearing. Okay. So for right now, they're kind of keeping their space. They're keeping their distance. They're going within. They're trying to heal. This person is trying to be the best version of themselves that they can be before heading your way. Okay. And that's because they don't want to have any regrets. I feel like this person has had regret in the past, potentially for, quote unquote, wasting time with connections that were not serving them. And now they just really want to move on to calmer waters in life. Okay. Just in general. and they want a new passionate beginning. And this person is completely and utterly drawn to you. They are thinking of you schmegully, constantly is what I'm hearing. And this person, but not only that, this person has a lot of love for you as well. So it's not just about passion. Okay. Yeah, they want to be successful with you with the Six of Wands. Yeah, they're stressed out. Oh my gosh, this person is so stressed. So I feel like this person does have good intentions, whoever this is. Okay. So just a heads up on that. As far as additional signs, I have Leo and Virgo. Okay. So I don't have anything else I think that I want to ask, but we will get some timing and see. Okay, actually, Spirit told me no. So never mind. I was going to get some timing. I'm not going to do that. However, I am going to draw some charms and letters in case they potentially resonate with you. Okay. Now that's not, it's not a definite that this is your reading or not, but it could definitely mean extra confirmation for you, basically. Okay. Oh, you know what? I'll put that right there. Okay. All right. So as far as the charms, we have a kind of, it almost looks like Tinkerbell, but it could be an angel or like a fairy on a moon. Okay. So that might be significant for someone there. We have a little hanger that is kind of ornate. So it's kind of like maybe you or this person like the finer things in life. Okay. That's kind of what that represents for me. Let's see here. So we've got a butterfly. And for me, you might be seeing butterflies, but also butterflies for me remind me of transformation and change. So I feel like there's might be a lot of transformation going on in this connection that you have with this person. I feel like, this person wants change in their life. They want change in the dynamic with you. And I feel like that is on the horizon here if that's something you want with this person. Okay. We have a tree. So I feel like there's a lot of groundedness here in this connection. Okay. It's like not the kind of thing where, you have your head in the clouds and you're just, in La La Land, like it's like a fantasy. And we also have the tree of life. Okay. And the tree of life might be significant for some of you. It might be something that, no, my cat is trying to eat some of these things. It could be something where, you have that somewhere prominent, as maybe a necklace or, something like that. It could just be meaningful because the tree of life is something that kind of connects all of us from us here on earth with the spiritual realm. So you could just be spiritual. This person could as well. We've got a bird here that kind of looks like a dove. So I feel like your ancestors and angels have maybe sent this person to you, okay? Or they're guiding you here with this connection. We've got a horse that kind of looks like a Pegasus, which to me means speed and progress forward. So I feel like, things might progress on the quicker side here with this person potentially. We've got an angel. So I feel like, you might feel like this person was, sent to you from, like I said, your angels and ancestors. You might feel like this person is an earth angel. They might see you that way as well. Okay. And then we've got ballet slippers. So I don't know if that's significant as far as maybe dancing just in general, or, maybe you do actually like ballet, or this person does. Also with those that coming out, that those slippers coming out, I feel like, with ballet in general, it is about, being graceful and kind of like walking on air. And that might be the way you see this person or they see you. Okay. Where it's just a sense of grace. And, I feel like both of you might feel like walking on air when you're around one another. Okay. All right, let's get into the letters here. So we have the letter B, okay? And I have two of those. put those there. I have the letter U. I have the letter C. I have the letter P, and I have 2 of those as well. We have the letter E, the letter A, the letter D. We have the letter M, and I have 2 of those as well. We have the letter N. Hopefully you can see these. We have the letter H. We have the letter S. And then we have the letter Q and the letter X. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. Okay. And like I said, you know, with these letters and the charms, doesn't mean that it's your reading or not your reading. It's just extra confirmation. And it can be, you know, with the letters, it can be an actual initials of someone's name. It could also be a nickname. It could be anything like that. Okay. So take that part as it resonates. But yeah, I hope that this reading helped. I hope it brought you clarity and some information here. And I hope that it resonated. So if you feel like it did in any way, shape, or form, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, take care. I'm so grateful for all of you. Namaste.